My name is Johan, and today I will tell you about my SS2 reflective mask making assignment. During my special education teaching practice, I went to the Tiger Primary School. During my time there, I encountered a learner, and for the sake of his privacy, we'll refer to him as Austin. Now, Austin is on the autism spectrum, and Austin struggles with sensory overload, overstimulation, and severe anxiety. Now, this has led to him developing a severe sensitivity to light, loud noises, any sound, and new people. This has also led to Austin developing selective mutism. Now, during my first week at the school, Austin was very shy and did not want to interact with me at all. Looking back now, I know it is because my unfamiliar new presence was totally overstimulating for Austin. And Austin's case study has specifically and especially intrigued me since one of my best friends growing up also had selective mutism. Therefore, I've decided to base my mask on Austin. For my mask design, I decided to do an outwardly and inwardly approach. So on the lower half of the mask, I decided to reflect how the world sees Austin. I wanted to capture the emotion that is visible on Austin's face whenever he feels overstimulated or overwhelmed. I decided to paint the mask blue, as the color blue signifies or symbolizes anxiety and fear and how anxious Austin is to be in a classroom or in a social setting. Now, the blue hand across Austin's mouth signifies his selective mutism or his non-verbalism or even his inability to speak in social situations, and that is just further carried by the mute symbol on his mouth. Now, looking at Austin's eyes, you can see both of his eyes are looking away. Now, because Austin is on the autistic spectrum, he actually really struggles with eye contact. He does not like to look into people's eyes or maintain eye contact. The red around the cheeks of Austin signifies whenever he got shy or especially got angry, he got bright red in the face. And I decided to make his cheeks red just to reflect that side of his personality as well. Now, streaming down his face, you can see there's one teardrop, as the poor boy, often when he felt overstimulated, you would see a tear coming down his face or he'd break out into tears. And then at the top half of the mask, I decided to showcase what is going inside of Austin's mind. So on the outward we can see, okay, he's shy, he's angry, but what is going on inside his mind? So to capture the essence of him thinking, I decided to use cotton that would make a cloud, almost a thinking cloud, on where his head is, and that would give us a window into what is going on inside of Austin's mind. Now, right there you can see there's a man there and there's two speakers. Now, that symbolizes his total sensory overload with loud noises. Whenever there's loud noises, Austin would totally freak out, and he did not like loud noises at all. And that is also carried by the little blue, it's almost like a cloud above his head. That just shows how confused and how dazed he is in the situation and how overstimulated he is. Now, coming from there, there's a face with bright yellow eyes that is speaking gibberish. And the bright yellow eyes just signifies how I imagine Austin sees eyes. It's totally uncomfortable for him to look at another person's eyes. And that's why I made the eyes of the person bright yellow. And the gibberish is just whenever you're talking to Austin, he would, especially if you are a new presence, he would feel so overstimulated that he would not even follow what you are telling him. Beneath that, I drew a little 1 + 1 = question mark and 2 - 1 = triangle, as due to Austin's overstimulation, he often struggled with math and he could not focus on the sums as the noises were too loud or the lights were too bright. Above there, I drew a mic with a red line through it. It just symbolizes that he's mute in his mind. He does not want to talk at all, especially in social situations. And I also drew an ice block. Let me see if I can showcase it. I also drew an ice block. Now, Austin often complained the classroom was just too cold. Looking back now, I know It is just his way of saying he's uncomfortable in the classroom, as the classroom was at moderate temperature. But I just decided that's part of his personality. I want to put that in my window into his mind. And last but not least, I have Star Wars. Now, Star Wars is one of the topics that I was able to bond with him over. And our shared passion for Star Wars, I discovered, I think, in the second week, I discovered his passion for Star Wars, and talking to him about Star Wars was the only way that I could talk to the kid. I believe that my mask captured the essence of Austin's daily struggle. Now, this mask making assignment required me to do research on the autism spectrum and specifically realize the everyday struggles that Austin has to deal with. This assignment allowed me to widen my horizons, and upon reviewing all the new research, I wish I knew some of the stuff earlier, as it would really help me connect earlier with Austin, and would also have helped me to manage and better understand the other autistic spectrum disorder kids. Through creative mask making assignments like this, I believe we can allow students to reflect upon their experiences and reflect upon the different conditions that the learners have, and allow them to do more research and understand them better, to in turn make them better educators and help them to deal with such kids just in a better fashion.